During the Tokugawa period, the tea ceremony became popularized. Prior to Tokugawa times, it was limited to wealthy merchants and essentially daimyo, ranking members of the samurai class. And it reached its highest stage of development in the late 16th century during the time of Nobunaga and Hideyoshi. Sen-no-ri-kyu was the greatest of the tea masters, and he was employed by both of those warlords. And he's been deified as the god of tea ever since.
Having been commanded by Toranaga to make peace with his wife, Lord Buntaro began to prepare the ancient ritual of the Cha-no-yu, the tea ceremony.
Now, as to the origins of the tea ceremony, they probably were several. First of all, the Japanese were importing works of art and craft from China and seeking to establish a certain connoisseurship of them. And they got together to examine these things and to comment on them, and they may have been served tea and so forth. But however the actual ceremony evolved, it came to embrace a very broad range of cultural and artistic things. And during the 16th century, which was a time of almost unceasing warfare, it was a means of escape, withdrawing from the reality, which was chaos, to an ordered, structured world in the tea room, where everything was calm and pleasant and people behaved themselves.
The first required perfection was absolute cleanliness.
The tea ceremony during the Tokugawa period became a popular pursuit, and books were written about how to conduct yourself in a tea ceremony, how to prepare tea, and the tea schools got huge followers, absolutely huge followers. And during the pre-modern period, that is until the Meiji Restoration of 1868, all participants in tea ceremonies were men.
The second, complete simplicity.
Then after the Meiji Restoration, which brought Japan into the modern period, the tea schools fell on hard times. They lost their patronage from the daimyos and others, and they fell on hard times. And one way in which they sought to revive the tea ceremony was to establish it as part of a curriculum in school. And it was within that context that young ladies were brought into the picture. And the tea ceremony was used to teach young ladies deportment, etiquette. And now, almost everybody in Cha-no-yu, the tea ceremony, is female.
In her heart, Mariko felt unworthy of such a beautiful ceremony. But there was more.
The tea ceremony did embrace so many aspects of Japanese culture, and it's probably proper to talk about it as the culture of tea rather than just referring to the tea ceremony. So it's far, far more than just people getting together to drink tea. And the great masters, beginning with Sen-no-ri-kyu in Hideyoshi's time, were the great men of the world of culture in Japan. They were arbiters of taste. The tea ceremony itself was often used for social purposes, bringing people together, bringing two military opponents together, possibly in a tea ceremony, and getting some kind of agreement. An agreement would not be discussed during the ceremony. That was very, very formalized, but before or after the ceremony. So the tea ceremony became a central element in Japanese culture, and it really remains so today.